You ready? Hello, guys, and good morning. It is Sunday, and if you look outside, well, depending on where you are, let me just get that headset fit right. Depending on where you are, we have snow, and it is still falling now. It's been falling now for about 2 to 3 hours. Well, that's when I noticed it anyway. So I've decided to complete my Eddie Stobart run. I started this middle of the week, never completed it, so I'm going to complete that, and I'll probably do a couple of runs, and I will again change the vehicle so I can take normal jobs. Jay, when you put in the chat that game was free, there's two versions then, because the one I was looking at was about £30. So that's the one that's free. And then I know there's I think it's called the Star Trek deck or something. I'm not quite sure. So I was looking at that anyway. But I'll look into that one that you were playing, because it looks quite good actually. I'm getting into these games now where I can kind of do a bit of thinking. 50 don't think, believe you me. So if I can get oh, we have a host from the Shark. Whoa! The Shark. Thank you very, very much for supporting the stream. You've been here on numerous occasions, and I will give you a nice 50+ welcome. First, this is for you. And then for your 4 viewers, you ready? You ready? Let's see where just got to finish this job. Get that running. Easy. Do you know what? I'll tell you something now, LeShark. I am the worst person for checking messages and things like that, because when I come off the stream, I tend to just shut everything down, go away. Now, this morning, I've been sorting out, I was trying to, believe it or not, I was trying to sort my steering wheel out on Formula 1 and Project Cars. And for some reason, I just can't get it set to the standard that I enjoy the game. So I'm looking to do some of them. But let me just... I have screens open everywhere. Oh, here we go, look. I've got 6, my God. I've got 6 messages. Right, bear with me. Mr. LeShark, where are we? Indas. Yep. So what I'll do, I've got it. Oh, brilliant. So what I'll do, I'll have a look at that later. I've got it. It's just there. And I'll have a look at it later. That's fine. Thank you very much for that. Exactly. That's why. Oh, Paul, how are you? It's not good, is it? Now, Paul doesn't live too far from me either. So, what you call it? He's getting exactly the same weather that I'm getting. And look at this. This is going to be quite fitting now that I've got this mod on. Heli Mech, how are you? Or should I say Heli Mech? How are you? I'm fine. You know what? I've had a good day today. I'm going to start off. Oh, Lancashire. Now you're going to get it quite heavy as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with a conversation that I've just had with my good lady. I says to her, I'm going to... Oh, and I'm running a camera mod as well, guys. That's why I can pan so far out. And the camera mod is a CSC. It's an SCS. Let's get it right. CSC. It's an SCS mod, which is nice. It just gives you a better camera angle. Yeah. Now the difference is, Jay, so I don't split conversations. You don't live too far from Paul, which is Kempy. You don't live too far from me. Now, guys, I'm going to finish my conversation, and Jemza Dizzle doesn't live far from Jay. Now, I am going to set the standard on this game, LeShark. A mod is not a cheat. It is to enhance the performance or the quality or the view of the game. Can we have that set in stone, LeShark? Oh dear, that deserves a round of applause from 50 himself. I've had quite a good morning actually. I made the good lady a cup of tea, took it to... If I make her a cup of tea and take it to her in bed, I have a brilliant day. So that's what I did. Now, I do like this trailer pack, although there is an issue with the paint skin on this side, but we're not going to get into that because that's how it should look, unless that shouldn't be there. But this is the camera mod at its best. Look, you can pan out. I'm going to see how far I can pan out. It's a 20 times camera mod. Look at that. It's not a cheat. It's just so that I can see the vehicle. So what I did, I tried to complete this and I parked it up at the lay-by. Well, lay-by. On the central... On the hard shoulder. Come on, 50, what are you doing? I've been talking about getting Alzheimer's, you know, losing my mind. We've got a Thermo King Eddie Stobart trailer. Right, guys, so I'm going to complete the job. The job that I'm aware of is going to, if I press the right button, we're going to Plymouth. Okay? So we're heading to Plymouth, Europa. It's a Europa worldwide. Expected at 12:49. And the job is only at 27,395. Time remaining is 27 hours. So let's get inside the vehicle. Let's turn my head tracking on if it decides to work this time. I've had to restart the game twice because it wouldn't work. Let's reset that so it's the way I'm looking. I'm looking at chat, so it needs to be just about there. Perfect. Don't need the wipers on because it stopped. Let's turn the four ways off. Hazards are off. Let's take the... Oh, why am I talking my way through this? You know, LeShark, I'll guarantee that you definitely do this. There are times when you are not streaming and you will be talking yourself through the game. Have you done that, or is it just me? There we go. I just want to check that because I did change. Yeah, my head tracking's not right. Hang on, my head tracking's not right. For some reason I cannot look behind. What's that about? Oh dear, you always get issues when you go online, but nothing when you are reset. Yeah, I can't, for some reason, I can't see behind me. What's caused that? Oh, that's going to be a pain when I'm parking. Yeah, something's not right. I can't set it up now. I'll have to just use the camera. Don't know how I'm going to manage this. Absolutely I haven't. Oh, you need to get a coffee then. I've got an issue with my head tracking set. It will not let me see behind me. I'm going to just pull up and see if I can set that out, because there's no way I can park the trailer. Yeah. Let me see if I can sort that out. If I kind of whack my head around, it goes, so it's picking me up fine. Let's do it like that. Might be to do with how it's aligning. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it was just running out of camera range. Let's have a look. That seems to have fixed it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's when I'm... Yeah, it seems to be okay. Right, 50's happy. Let me just reset it again. I reset it. Yeah, it's when I reset it. Right. So what's that all about then? Truck Monkey, how are you? Don't get that one. Don't know what's wrong with that at the moment, but I'll see how I go. Yeah, it's going to be a pain, that is. No, that's going to be a pain in the backside. Let's see if I can sort this out, guys. Sorry about this, because everything for me was working fine, and then all of a sudden, that's better. I don't know if it's the... I mean, it's picking everything up fine. I'm going to just bring the camera this way a bit. Then if I reset, it's got a bit better range. Thing about it is it not annoying when you don't touch something? You literally don't touch it. I never mess around with the track IR. I just put it on because it's connected to my headset. Does the camera just pick? Yeah, what it does is there's a program that runs. It runs a separate program. Now this program runs in the background, and what you have to do is you have to center the three these 1, 2, 3, you center them across the line, which gives you your dead center. You can assign a pause button, you can assign a reset button, and you can assign a stop button. So I only go between two, which is across the scroll page and the page break. And all I do to reset it, I just hit that one and it'll reset dead center, which it's done. Now when I reset it dead center, I think I might have to align it again. Tell you what I'll do. Let me just do this and see if it'll work. It might not. I pause F9. I pause it, which means if I turn it off, it'll reset itself automatically. You'll see the screen judder. No. Because I can move it with the mouse and everything and it goes perfect. So what I do, press escape. I have to press this to come out of the game. Excuse me. I'll tell you what, I'll do this. It doesn't take long to load up. I just need to reset my head tracking. I've got to do that. Put your hazards on. Oh! Wow. So what I do, this is the head tracking stuff. There it is. It's, look. So when you hit that one, it sets itself straight away. That's what it does. That's the head tracking system. When I'm looking at the screen, it's already set in the center. That's what it does. As you move, it does that. I think it's to do with, I did one thing the other day, the speed of the camera. I think that's what it is. I think it's this one. I changed the speed of the camera slightly. And I think what's happening is, it's kind of doing that and pausing rather than... And you can change the smoothness of how it moves. So if I put that more, it moves a lot smoother. That's how it works. It's quite a simple system. And then all you do is you close the I have to close the program, restart it, and then restart the game, and it should pick it up. So it runs quite well. Right, let me make sure I've done everything right there, because that's your dead zone. You have a dead zone. It's only a small dead zone, look. All there. I'm just checking everything. F key, F12, smooth. That's done, that's done, that's done. That's fine. That's okay. That works great. That's all good. So what we do that. So it's automatically saved. Oh, the Sims, eh? Wonderful. So now we'll run. I'll check that's running. So that's now running. The head tracking system is running. All I'll do is start the game. Okay. And then we'll see what happens. And we'll see how we go with this one. But yeah, other than that, all good. So, topic of conversation. I'll move the screen so that that can load up. And you can't hear the sound now apart from me. The topic of conversation is men. I have an old top that I wear regular. That old top is like my comfort jumper or my comfort sweatshirt. I've just been moaned at because my missus has gone, do you know that you've had that top over 30 years? And I went, wow, that is absolutely brilliant that I've managed to have some clothing that I've had for over 30 years, and guess what? It's in immaculate condition. It's like the first thing I do when I get out of bed, I put my jogging bottoms on, I go scrub my bits, get myself clean, and I always put this big, it's honestly, it's massive. It's extra, extra, extra large, like a sweatshirt jumper on, and I prounce around the house. That's it. That is my comfort jumper, sweatshirt, however you want to refer to it. Good morning, killer. How are you? So that's what I do. So I'm stood in the doorway and she's looking at me and I'm going, matter. And she's going, you've had that for 30 years. And I goes, and do you know what? It still fits. It's a nice top. And guess what? It's my comfort blanket as such. Mr. Jinx, I have a thermal shirt that I comfort everything. It's great. And it still fits you, log. Of course it does. I used to be a lot bigger than I was, believe it or not, Paul. You've seen me in my time. When I used to go training, I was massive. And I used to put that on when I used to go to the gym and everything. And I love that top. It is comfortable. It keeps me warm. The one thing about it is that I do like, it will fit over anything else that I put on. I can put a jumper on. I can put vests on. I can put anything. And it will literally come over the top. When I'm in this room here and I'm kind of doing overlays or whatever it is that I mess around doing at times, that jumper is the one thing that keeps me warm while I'm in here, because I don't have the heating on. I've got the window open now because I like to keep the temperature just right with these two PCs. And guess what? It is absolutely brilliant. And she said that it looks like that. And I've turned around and said, it better not go missing. I know I've had clothes that I've walked around in before and they go missing. That's when she decided to clear them off. Was playing Subnautica till 1 o'clock this morning. Played a couple of hours. Great it was. Oh, brilliant! That's what I like. You got the giant submarine too. You see, he told you guys can get into it, but a lot better than I can. Honestly, I still can't find the one piece to craft so that I can make a multi room, the multi-surface room. That's all I'm waiting for so I can complete my base, and I can't find it anywhere. I've been back through some of the chat and tried to follow the waypoints they gave me, but I need to do that so my base is complete. So you guys, look, told you, age, when you're young, you're out there, mate. Just go for it. So killer, enjoy yourself. The game is very good. So you just enjoy yourself and remember the 50+ gamer as well as you get older. That's all you need to do. Just remember me. Right, let's see what's happened to this tracking system now, if it's working. She will, you know. I'm going to be worried. I'm going to be... Okay, so look now it's stuck in that position. Oh, God, don't you just love things? I love stuff I do. Yeah, I do believe it was the speed. That's what it was, because it moves a lot more fluent now. Yeah, that's better. We got it. We got it. So let me set it so that I'm looking at the screen. Yeah, I think we got it, kids. We got it. Right. I think I can continue. Yeah, I think I can continue. Right, so let's go. Let's get the engine on. Trying a bit. That's me looking at the screen. Me looking up. Right, that's what the issue is now. You see, you can never, once you've messed around with it, it takes a bit to sort out, but once it's sorted, it does do that. And somebody said something, I think it was the beacons I put on there, Paul. That's probably a good way to do it as well, if you've got more than one save. You can let me out, mate. Thank you. Right, let me get this thing delivered. It's we've got 14 hours. 14 hours of driving. Woo! You turn some sound up in here. You ready? Oh dear. Hypercardio. Thank you very much for the follow. Right, see if my cruise control works now. Nope. That's, oh, actually, for me, I think I did. Yeah, I did change the key. Wonderful. Right. How are you? So let's get this done. If I go quiet, guys, it's when I'm concentrating on things. Got a fair journey ahead of me. It's Sunday. It's snowing. It's cold. Oh God, the truck monkey, thank you very much for those bits, sir. Much appreciated. Let me get used to my truck now. I've changed all these settings. Let's have a look. I like that. Paul, get this game, get it set up, and then try and drive on it. That's all I'll say. That's all I will say. I'll say no more than that. Remember, criticism starts at home. I know how it works. And I think it's to do with the fact that this tracking system's not aligned right for me. But I'm not going to use excuses. I won't do that. I will drive as normal. I've yet to find anybody that watches my stream and goes, oh, 50, you're all over the road. Oh, 50, you hadn't indicated. Oh, 50, you haven't put your what you call it, wipers on. Oh, 50, do you know you've got to turn right here? You get used to it. There you go. And that proves it. Jay, good man. Keep up the good work. Now let's see how many people comment on anything I do that's good. I love life, I do. I think life is absolutely brilliant because I sit back and watch people. That's what I do a lot of. I'll get used to it. The driving will be fine. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Being a perfectionist, oh come on guys, you must admit, being a perfectionist becomes boring, don't it? Yeah, yes it is. Yeah, thank you. That's what I like. I mean, I've done a lot of multiplayer, which you do know, guys. I'm going to just reset this again. There we go. That's why I'm all over the road. Yeah, but like I says, I like multiplayer. Yeah, I kind of like multiplayer, what they've done with it at the moment. I don't like some of them servers they've got though, because some of them are absolute, honestly, they are crazy. When you're looking at, what I don't like is how people then decide, I'm going to load up the Euro truck, I'm going to pay all this money, or, well, you have to achieve it. If you've achieved it, you achieve it, don't you? Here we go, look. I'm trying not to use my cruise control. That's what I'm trying not to do. Right, now, the proper way... I'm going to be boring, right? And say, I'm going to do it. Right, this is what I'm going to do. Right, okay. I'm going to be as boring as I can. Right, okay. So, you pulled here. Let's have a look. Okay, there's nothing coming. So, mirror. Mirror. Signal. Signal. Maneuver. Right, mirror signal maneuver. Right, I've done that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. You're going to love me for this now, you know. Exactly, speed limit, what's that? Now, I have a moderator. Wonderful moderator, Mr. C. I would like you to explain to him what the speed limit is. Now, so we stay to the speed limit. Trucker or truck, thank you very much. You'll see how they'll get bored in a minute. Right, hold on a second. Mirror. Let's say right now we're looking where we're going. Now I'm doing 38 in a 50 because I need to be careful. I could run over a rabbit, a spider, or a beetle. Now, oh, I'm right there. Let's have a look. Hold on a minute. I need to pull over and check my tyre pressure just in case one of them's a 0.0 PS lower than the other one, because that would affect the steering by 0.0 of whatever the difference is. Oh, hold on a second. I'm approaching toll gates here. Oh, roundabout. Stop. Hold on a second. Roundabout. Mirror. You don't need to signal if you're going straight over a roundabout. I think that's what I was always taught when I did my test. Let's check there's nothing behind. Oh, sorry guys. I'm driving properly. Don't toot your horn at me. It is not acceptable. Chat don't like it. You've got to do it right. Okay, right. First gear. Let's get into second. First gear is only a pull-off gear, guys, remember. Right, I don't need to indicate because I'm going straight over. If I was going left or right, I would have to indicate. Now, it states that when I go through the card, I need to be going through at 30 miles an hour. I hope you're enjoying this, guys, because I'm bleeding not. Right, now, I shouldn't have to stop and put on the gas. 50 is now teaching you how to drive properly. Watch the road cones there. Oh, stay steady. Right, go into fourth. I'm going straight over Nantes, that's how you pronounce it, or Nantes. I'd say another one, but I was thinking about some Oscar. Oh, Le Shark, how are you? I've got to drive properly because they're not. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm speeding. I've got to slow down, I'm speeding. They are, what I've heard, Killer, from what I have heard, the game's released in a couple of days, okay? The game will be released in a couple of days. Indicate, move over. Right, that's better. The game's going to be released in a couple of days. Now, I think that what they're going to do is, I think they're going to surprise everybody by putting multiplayer in it. Because it's been out on release for over, well, it's been out on alpha for over 3 years. I reckon that what they've been doing is they have been taking all that information back, because for a game to be in alpha for so long and be so good is absolutely crazy. As well as everybody that I speak to, everybody that has posted comments has put it needs to have a multiplayer. And I think it will, because it will send that game viral. Literally, if they put multiplayer in it. I don't go into it that much, so you find a glitch in the game. Keep falling. Let's go this one. Let's pay to go through it. Let's do it properly. So nobody's commented on how good my driving is at the moment. I've not heard a word. I've heard nothing. I haven't heard a single peep. But as soon as I do something wrong, 50, you're all over the road, 50, guess what? You're driving with no frigging lights on. Now, that's what makes the stream interesting, guys. It is as weird as it sounds. If I have a crash, oh, you guys are all over chat. Absolutely crazy. Right, so let's get this show on the road. So I'm going to drive at my normal I'm good. Thank you very much for that, truck. Thank you. I like the way he's put that. Don't listen. Never put that word in my chat because there's nothing to be sorry about. Oh, why was that? Oh, okay. It's kind of telling me to keep that way. Look, there's nothing ever to be sorry about. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Now, guys, remember what I was saying to you earlier on? About speed limits. And I think the thing is, do you know if you do stick to the speed limit, like this is 56, so really if you think about it from a truck's point of view like this, a truck of this size really would not be doing something in the region of 50 in a 50 zone. It would probably be doing something like 45 or something along them lines. No, listen. If anybody sends me a message apologising or saying something about whatever they've said, I will literally stop this stream and I will go, guess what? I'll stream at the end of the week. Now, Mr. C, that's for you. We were having a conversation about speed limits. Could you do me a favour and explain to the chat what you think of speed limits? And that will make me so happy. Oh, right, that's it now. Chops, I'm coming for you. I am
Good morning, Mr. 50.
Mr. Chop, Suey, Lewis and the news. I actually argue with this gentleman about the bits that he drops in the room. I keep telling him, for every 100 bits he drops in my room, from now on, I'm going to double it back to him. Because we have this sort of a bit war going on, me and this gentleman. Oh, Killer, you'll understand that. Killer Buttcrack's done quite a few multiplays with me. And who always leads? I'm fine, absolutely fine. Chops, I want to thank you as well because I was watching you play Subnautica and I got some very good tips from what you were doing. And I'm going to say one thing. You are one crazy dude. You must have put some friggin' hours in because you've not got a base, you've got a friggin' empire under there. You have. When I looked at yours, I thought you have got absolutely everything, and I'm struggling. I'm going to do some of it a bit later on because I absolutely love the game. I have really got into that game. I'm not good at it, but I really enjoy playing it. So I'm going to stream some of that later on this evening. Your Sea City. Wow, metropolis. You're getting close to a metropolis, I would say. But yeah, honest to God, speed limits to be followed unless you have, oh, here we go, like me, that's it, a sport truck. There you go. And honestly, Mr. C, when you drive it like that, is that not how you enjoy the game? Whoa. Because for me, if that's how you enjoy the game, guess what? That's brilliant, and it is. And remember, guys, I'm driving a tandem here. That's a double trailer. It's not some little farty articulated lorry. This is a double trailer. Do you know you have to have an extra license for one of these? Let me show you this vehicle I am driving. This thing is not some... I'm going to say it takes skill, and watch me crash. It takes skill to drive this thing, you know. I don't know, honestly. So, let's have a look what's out there. No, Chops. It's not a problem, matey. Not a problem at all, and it isn't. And I'll tell you why it's not a problem, because you were that I know you'll sort it out. I know it's something that you pride yourself on because I've seen your channel. I also understand that you were incredibly engrossed in what you were doing. Okay? That's why. So don't worry about that at all, please. For me, you know I want to support you. You know if I could do more for your channel, I would. And I'd do a lot more. Because I like what you do. I can sit there, watch you play trains. I can sit there, watch you play Subnautica, and I can pick something up. Probably when I play it, people think, what the hell is 50 doing? Which is just the way I stream. So I don't worry about things like that. But I have picked a lot up from you. So look, thank you. And that's for you. I have to look over at my keys. Yeah, that's Axel Foley. Oh, yeah. Now, do you know what? What I like about the Shark is he likes to do that. Now, that was... Oh, come on. Beverly Hills Cop. There we go. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. I got that. I think it was the first one. When he was hanging on the... when he was hanging on the chain. I think it was the first one, yeah. But Chops, no problem, mate. Oh my god, we have got my worst nightmare in the chat. Now I'm going to get some stick. Yes. Well, for this mod that I'm running, or I'm going to refer to it how, I'm going to do it how you guys do it. That's what I'm going to do. For this cheat that I am running, yeah, what I've done, what I did, Mr. C, I turned it right up to 6,000 kilobytes. I was running it on 4.5, and I'll be honest with you. I talked to Mr. T, and I said to Mr. T, how have you got 1080p? And he went, I'm just running 4 kilobytes. And I goes, but when I do that, Twitch won't give me. They'll only give me 720. So it was the other day, I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to crank it right the way up. And I cranked it up to 6,000 kilobytes. And even when I watched it back, I was getting 1080p, and I thought, brilliant. That's all. So thank you for that, Mr. C. Much appreciated on that one. Now I've stopped on a bit of a hill because of the traffic. But that's good. And the idea is, Mr. C, because I know the monitors that you've got, so I know that it'll look good. I've only got cheap monitors, so it doesn't look as crisp. And I've thought, I'm going to be a bit of a stick in the mud with you guys now. I'm going to buy myself another monitor, but I'm going to buy a high definition monitor rather than I've only got 5 cheap monitors, and they are cheap. Not one of these monitors has cost me over £100. They are cheap, and I paid more than £170 for my son's monitor in his bedroom. You have to think, oh god, I'm gonna have to do that one myself. Mr. C, can you just allow that? If you are still there. This driver's going to think I want to drive his vehicle. Look, I'm incredibly close. Thank you very much. It's not necessarily the snow. I think it's the fact, what I like, it's like when I look in my garden now. My garden looks a lot cleaner now because all the snow has covered all the crap that's in there. And all the trees have got white covering a lot of the bark and everything, and it just makes it look nice. I think that's what I like. Next time I stream some Nautica, I have. Oh yeah, what I would suggest that you do though, Killer, is just run it on low settings. That's all I would suggest. I've got that as well, you know. I've got the cardboard spacing, and I didn't really like it so much. So it's another one of them things that me with games, I kind of, how can I put it so I don't make myself look as a daft any worse than I already do. Mr. T, I brought us. Right. Right, guys, can we say hello to Mr. T?
You ready?
Comes in with a brilliant entrance. Absolutely amazing entrance, that one, Mr. And you know what? I nearly fell for that. I was just, and he come in at the right time. I was just about to say, well, what I would do to you is drop the settings. But do you know what? I have to realise that when Mr. T is around, we have to be a little bit silly. Yes, Andy, I'm doing my best here now. I'm not going to take no crap from you guys. What I'm not going to do. What I'm not going to do. I'm not going to take no rubbish from you now. I'm going to take my time, drive careful, get this load dropped off, reconfigure my truck, and then I'm not going to do a tandem one. That's what I won't do. Oh, another one. Wow, we are really on form today, guys. Another one. Turn off. We are really on form with these jokes about snooker. How good are they? Honestly. Now let's see who's going to start Googling them and getting them on the stream. Who's going to start? Oh, okay. So, who's going to start messing around with them? Right, now I am speeding, guys, look. And this is not what it's about. So let's slow down. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's got loads, hasn't he? Guys, you're killing me. Honestly, you're absolutely killing me here. You are absolutely killing me. Mr. T comes in and said hello, and all of a sudden, let's think of some different jokes. Can we have some driving jokes? Let's get some. I don't know any jokes. I'm a boring kind of guy. Tomatoes, what's that got to do with anything? Oh, that's it. That's it. I'm going to concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. You guys come out with the jokes. By the way, no one's commenting on how bad my driving is, by the way. Oh, gosh, here we go. Look, chalking up another joke. Mr. T, what are we streaming tonight, if we are streaming, sir? You said, I watched your last stream and you said that you was going to go back to Stranding Deep, which I've considered, but I'd like to see you play it so I can get some tips. I'm horrible, aren't I? So you've got Stranded Deep that you were going to do. And then there was something along the lines of... Right, so I'm doing it properly now, guys, because you moaned at me last time. I'm indicating mirror. I'm signal. Now, let's make the maneuver. I'm in the right gear. Yep, let's do it. Thank you very much, Paul. I'll tell you what I need to check. I might be doing well, but I think I'll get some fuel before I run out. I think. Yeah, I'll get some fuel. Turn that off. High beam is not acceptable. Yeah, I need to get back into Gold Rush, to be honest. I've only ever streamed. I probably streamed it twice, and it looks a brilliant game, though. Don't, Andy, because I tell you what I'll do. I'll turn it off. I will definitely turn it off and go back to daylight. Just to wind you up. Just to wind you up, I would turn it off. Get comfortable here. Alright, let's go. Oh, Empire, how are you? Empire's in the house, guys. What we're trying to work out is, I wonder how long it's going to snow for. The longer it snows, the worse it's going to get for people, especially to do with work as well. That's going to be an issue. Getting to work is going to be an issue. Oh, you've got heavy snow in Lincoln. What, is that Lincoln prison? I didn't know it snowed in prison. Okay, you ought to get them to clear it out of your cell. What have I done? Now, you see, I've gone the wrong way. Who noticed that? Who noticed that I went the wrong way? Guys, nobody noticed that 50 went the wrong way. Now, this is going to be a maneuver. I've had to mount the pavement just to get the rear end sorted. I was supposed to have gone straight on. Right, you guys are wrong, honestly. You guys are so wrong. Let's see if I can get this thing turned around. I'm doing a right horrible maneuver here. Right horrible maneuver. I'm going into oncoming traffic. Now I need to swing it right round. That's what she said. Right, I can make that. Plain chocolate. Oh, come on, guys. You can do better than that. That's not bad, to be honest, Mr. C. The 50 plus game is ready for stream. Y'all watch it. Empire, thank you very much for the host, sir. Much appreciated. I once went for an interview to transport firm, but oh, here we go. We're going to get them all now. Right, where do I go here? Well, I think I managed to find it. I managed to get there in the end, guys. I apologise for chat putting me... No, I apologise for the mistake I made. I will not blame chat for my mistakes. What I won't do. There we go. We've made it. We're going to Plymouth. So we've now made it blame the GPS. I wouldn't do that. I don't do things like that. I don't blame the GPS for things like that. No, I'm not that kind of streamer. Right, and let's get these wipers on. Right, so we've not got far to go now. It's only the parking I kind of really look forward to at times. What map? Oh, I haven't put, there's no pro mods or anything. No, I've not got, this is just what I've put together, the mods that I'm running in the game. Trailer mods I'm running weather mod, I'm running truck mod, quite a few mods are running at the moment. I've got Rust maps, I've got pro mods, but I'm going to run them separate. I think that's how I'm going to do it, because it kind of, when I put pro mods on, it takes forever to load. The game loads, but it takes a fair while to load, and I can't work out why. I've got it on my SSD drive as well, and it still takes a while to load up. And for me, I can't be doing with it. I just want to enjoy the game for what it is. So I enjoy doing it like this. I love the Eddie Stobart stuff anyway, as you know, so I'll just stick to that. And I'm not really a streamer that's known to promote pro mods, but I like to do the Eddie Stobart stuff and pick a certain trailer to drive, so I'll stick to that. I'll let the big boys that always do it, let them stick to running that. But I do play pro mods off stream. I kind of love all the Eddie Stobart stuff. I can't at the moment run the garage because it kind of affects the game in a certain way, so I'm trying to look for a different one, or they need updating, to be honest. I think what it is, a lot of them need updating. Right, if I pull out slowly, are you gonna realise that I'm coming? Yeah, thank you. Here we go, guys, we are here. Right, so let's see where we want it. What should I do? Should I go for basic reverse? I know what you guys would like to see. You would love to see that, wouldn't you? Where do you need it, matey? Let's play it safe. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. Now skip. Where would you want it? I know you're going to go for that one, so I'm going to do it myself. I know for definite what's going to happen here. Right, so I've got to get it there. Wonderful. Let's do it. Yeah, no problem, Mashart. Thank you for coming in anyway. Right, got to get this thing parked up. This is going to be fun. Far side camera and I can't see a damn thing. I can't see anything. I just want to know. Oh God, I was doing it. Look at that. Look how good I was doing. I can't see anything. Let me just look over there. It's got a lock in a bit more now. Have a look how bad that is. Oh gosh, hey. Well, I got it up the ramp. Look at that. You cannot grumble about that, guys. I got it up the ramp. That's good enough for me. Oh dear. You ready? You'll have to excuse me, guys. I'm going to get a lot of this, and I'll probably know why. But never mind. User unknown. Thank you for the unknown follow. Right, I should be able to watch that back now. Let's get that way. I'm going to get a lot of unwanted follows. I noticed it the other day, and I know why, but I'm not going to get into it. Right, that should. There we go. Thought it would. Perfect. Perfecto. There we go. And I got an excellent. I didn't get late. Did I do any damage? 27k. Right, there we go. So that was very well done. Let's save that. Yet you will have followers that can't take enough of you. Yeah, I get that though. I do get that. And I'm not going to get into it because I don't do stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, guess what? People are people. Right. So let's save that. Now what I need to do, I want to go find a garage. I want to take off the what's it called? The trailer pack, the tandem pack, and then put a normal trailer pack on. So we'll get that done. User unknown. It's actors. This is my new account. Actros. Actors. Actros. Okay. So hello. How are you? And hello to your new account. The one thing I never did. Yep. I'll agree with that one. One thing I never did when I was at school, mind reading, I never took as a study because I would have aced it. I promise you. I would love to read people's minds. Right, let me just get a waypoint to a garage so I can get this sorted out and I can get on the road again. Oh, I'm not too far. Oh, not too far at all. Wonderful. Not too far. Smoke Kitty Gamer. Yes, 50 snow is bad in knots. Not going to hook the lol. I wouldn't go anywhere near the area. Oh, gosh. I've been up quite early this morning. And it's been nice. The good lady was fast asleep. And you know how I have a really good day? I think I've said this already, but you know what? I'm doing it again. Just make her a cup of tea in bed and I have a wonderful day. So, what did I do? Made her a cup of tea in bed. And I said, all you have to do is make sure that I am fed and watered. And that's what she did. I was going over to the gate there, right, thinking it was closed. Mr. T's having a medical, wow. It probably, do you know what, honestly and truthfully, it might do, because from what I've heard, it's only going to stay as it is at the moment, and we're going to get some heavy rain shifting in, so you might be lucky and you may get to do your medical. Right, let's go. Now, I'm also running the AI mod, which puts the traffic... Oh, come on, please. You're a bus driver, you should know better. That puts the traffic out at the correct time of the day. So early hours of the morning, there should be less traffic. That don't do anything, I'll tell you that now, don't worry. Right, come on. Right, let's get this trailer sorted out. Let's get another job going on, guys. Right. What repairs do I need? 3,486. Okay. Right, let's get this trailer taken off. Okay, so we remove the sashi straight away because we've got the sashi 8x44, which is the tandem one. So I'm going to go for some reason, I love mid-lift. I love mid-lift trailers. So that's a tandem trailer. That one is a 6x42. So I want a mid-lift. But that's a tandem. That can do a tandem. Oh, there we go, look. 6 times long. That's what we're looking for with a mid-lift. Or that's the mid-lift, 6 times long. Let's have a look. That's just a 6 times long. For some reason, I want it with a mid-lift. Try that one. Just confirm that. Back to service. Yeah, that's the one I want. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. I can take normal trailers then. Then we'll look for... I'm going to stay with what I've got engine-wise and everything. Not worried about that. That's fine. So now we just go straight to... I like to drive in the snow. I really do. I think driving in the snow is quite good. Right, let's go for a nice beastie exhaust. We'll go for that one. Wonderful. So it's all Eddie Stobart's finest. That's okay. That's fine. Put the exhaust on that one. Yeah, that's fine. So that means I can now take normal trailers. I don't want to do any more than that. All I'm interested in now is being able to do normal trailers. So that will hopefully remove the tandem stuff. That's that done. Okay. Let's see if we can pick a job. Let's just have a look at this one. We'll nip outside. Let's have a look now. Do I have the mid-lift? Wonderful. There we go. Oh, it's right, the rear lift. Oh, that's okay. I'm happy with that. I just love the effect that it does. Just nice. You can actually get Empire. You can get the model. You can get a model for it because this is me, and this is how I like Eddie Stobart. That is why I model Eddie Stobart, because that's how mad I am about the guy. I love the Eddie Stobart stuff. All trailered up, all done, and it looks immaculate. I love him. That's what I like. That's what I do. But I never give my secrets out. I've always been not necessarily crazy about Eddie Stobart, but I've always loved it. Always. Right, let's drop that down. Let's stop going on about this. You will think I have got a man crush coming on here. Let's get this thing started. And let's look for a job. Right. Job market. You might have to refresh. I know they said that Twitch was having issues. You might just have to refresh. Right. So, where am I? I'm in Plymouth. Oh, they're still there. Hmm. That looks a nice one. What do you... Yeah, that DHL one will do to take me somewhere else to get a lot. Lol, do you? No, I'm not that crazy. No, I'm not that into it now. Where I live, there is, I call it the Eddie Stobart graveyard. That's what I call it. And it's not far. It's, let's say it's about 5-minute drive. And you can actually pull up. You can park up alongside the road, just walk over a minute or so, and there's a area that's it's all caged off, cameras, everything, the lot, and you have got every Eddie Stobart trailer, or should I say the majority of them, they're all parked up there, and they've been there for a number of years. And I believe it's where one of his holding depots is. And you can see all the trailers. You've got the long trailers, you've got the coolers, you've got the tankers, you've got some of them, which is the, I think the blue is for the airline stuff. The green is the road, and I know he does certain different colours for different parts of the logistics that he does. And honestly, they look absolutely immaculate. They really do look good. And that's been there for a number of years, that place. Right, let's get this thing going. So we haven't got to go too far. Oh, that seems to be working all right. Right then, so we're in Plymouth. I've picked a trailer. I will discuss the trailer and everything once we get there. I might as well leave the indicator on because I'm turning in here anyway. Wonderful. So oh, in a yellow. Oh, come on. That's not. Listen, that ain't called a train spotter. We all know what that's called, and it begins with F, right? That's what I will say. So this is how good trying to connect Troncanusus, if that's how you pronounce it, from Plymouth to Southampton. And we are exporting. We are expected at 1:30. Offer ends in 3 hours, so we'll take that one. We'll take that job. The DHL stuff does look good as well, to be honest. It looks nice. Which is another mod that's running. Yeah, it looks nice. Now, I know that is my truck. Well, this one that I'm running, this one I like. I've tried, if I remember rightly, I think I tried three. I tried three. One of them sent everything red. Because for some reason it just wouldn't map, so everything was red. The second one, I didn't like the way it did the overlay. It kind of didn't look as snowy as this one. It's really weird. This one was the last one that I tried, and I think this one was off a different... It wasn't through the workshop. It was off a different site altogether. I think that's why this one kind of worked better, because look, it's only a winter mod, which is different. Otherwise there'd be snow all in this yard, and I think that's why it worked better. Get rid of that. That's why this one worked better, because that's like sleet that's coming down now rather than rain, but when you go inside it hits the window exactly as you would expect it to. That's why I like this one more. And I will drop this. You've got a connection to my Discord. I will drop this in the mods room. All the mods I get, guys, I drop them in there. You can test them out. If they don't work, the disclaimer is 50 just advised you. Your fault. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? 50 only advises. He doesn't say he doesn't say go get it. It works. It's perfect. It's great. I've had issues. I've got a reasonable PC, not a powerful one, reasonable. And if you can see how it works on this, it will work. If you've got a decent one, I love that trailer, to be honest. I think what I'm going to do is I'll tell you what I'm going to do next time, guys, because I like DHL. I'm going to try and find a DHL cab skin, and I'll do a fair few DHL runs. But it still will not overshadow my Eddie Stobart. That's what it won't do. Because Eddie is the man. Right, so let's get this job underway, because there's only, what do you call it, there's not much time left. And I can talk a load of rubbish at times. So I have to rein myself in. Right then, let's turn this on and let's go. And it's a longer trailer than normal, this one. And I'm going to be boring again, guys. I'm going to be incredibly boring, because all I get in chat is 50 hasn't indicated and 50 hasn't done that. So I am going to take it out on you guys, and I'm going to be incredibly boring. So 50 needs to pull forward a bit. Oh, take the brake off. That would help. Oh, here we go. I think I'm stuck. So, oh God, you're joking, aren't you? Yeah, 50 stuck. Wow. I think I've got an issue. Reverse. Brake on, brake off. Well, that's weird. It's glitched. Glitched in the doorway. Hang on. Yeah, it's glitched. Right, I'm just trying. It's just glitched in the doorway. Right, let's recouple. I think what it's saying is, I've kind of got that angle, but I'm caught. Drop it into reverse. It will not reverse. Put it into first. And brakes off. It will not go forward. Now is that... Oh, that's even worse. Wow. You got any tips on getting money first? Yeah. Look at this lot. You got any tips on getting money fast? Yeah. Go to work. Get a job. There you go. Job done. Oh gosh. Right. How will I do this? Reset. Okay. Let's just do that. Let's just reset it. That would be the best thing to do. I don't care what it's going to cost me. Right. Okay, we'll set off from here instead. That was weird. Right, let's do it. Right, so we're going to do this properly again. Watch this, it'll happen again now. I think it best not be when I engage this. Right, so we're checking there's no traffic around. Let's have a look. We are turning to the right anyway, so we indicate, yes, we indicate, we drop it into gear, we make sure there's no traffic around, and then we pull off, if it allows me to. Oh, come on. Clear warning that I was coming out. And then we pull off. So, how's my driving, guys? You're going to hate me. You're going to hate me. I'm going to get Handy Andy now for that comment there now. I'll have him on that one. There we go. Yes. Oh, Mr. C, brilliant. So, that red light means you cannot go. So for you people out there that don't realise, that means get ready to go. Now that means go. That's what that means. And it means go and turn into the right lane. So you position yourself correctly, turning the steering wheel slightly to the right, staying in the right lane and making sure you have the signals on the correct side of the road. You then maneuver your gear stick into the next appropriate gear according to the speed that you're traveling, remembering to turn off your indicator once you have completed the maneuver. Okay, so we carry on. You then get your foot slightly placed on the accelerator, trying not to overspeed, which means if you've got a heavy foot like a gentleman called Mr. C, you take it off quicker. Now you can turn off. Now because there is no snow, rain or sleet, it means... Oh, come on! I'm trying to teach these people how to drive and I've got to take them myself. That is called a variable speed camera. That one up there, look. That's what that means. So, turn off your wipers, position the steering wheel in front of you without turning it vigorously. The word vigorously would absolutely excite some people, but it means not to jerk the wheel, which is another word that would excite certain people. Driving at the appropriate speed, do you know what's going to do me? I know I'm going too fast. I just can see it, there we go. Indicating if manoeuvring into another lane to make oncoming and traffic behind you realise that you are leaving your current lane. Say hello to the workman. Hello. And move over, remembering to indicate to say to the traffic behind and in front that you are moving to the next lane. Keep your head straight. Check gas. And another thing I am running, guys, is all British stations. That's another mod. So all I've done, guys, is I've just clumped all these mods together, tested that the game will run, tested the game works okay, and as you can see, it seems to be okay. So back to the driving school. I am now speeding because, oh no I'm not, it said 60. So continuing forward with the steering wheel in. Oh, come on! You don't drive. Have you ever had that where you've been driving and somebody literally drives like this, where they've got one wheel over that lane like that, and you try to go around them, and when you pick them and they manoeuvre and you pass them, they either do that, and you think, "Come on, mate." But now, moving the gear stick into the appropriate gear as you reach the speed, holding your acceleration steady, moving it into the 6th position, and then engaging what we call flight mode or cruise control to those people that don't know. And cruise control is set at 42. In a 60, you can accelerate. There we go. There is an issue with the cruise control on this, isn't there? Somebody did say that to me. Right, so we will go at 50, which is a beautiful number to have. And there we are, guys. 50 School of Motoring. Nice journey, this one. Have a look where we're heading. Southampton. Class dis- oh, sorry about that. Yes, class dismissed. You may now leave your apples on the school teacher's table as you leave the room, please. So yeah, I've had a good morning, to be honest. I can hear the good lady in the kitchen now doing her thing. She's making sure I'm fed and watered. She will knock on the door and she will say, dinner or lunch, or we had this, dinner, 12 o'clock. Dinner will be in a few minutes, or she'll say, I've made you something, you can have it when you're ready. That's normally the routine. She's taken the week off with me this week. She couldn't get the first week that I was off. And anyway, if anybody is interested, my stitches are slowly coming out. So that'll be good. Which means I can start. What the doctor said to me is that I need, as soon as the stitches have dissolved, they should start going now, which is, it's literally a week and a day after the operation. So what will happen now is, he said the stitches will start coming out. Oh my gosh, you see these names I know. Hillbilly Gamer, how are you? So what will happen is, the stitches will start to come out. Give it a week after the stitches have come out so that it can heal properly, indicate. And then I can start stretching. And the idea is I need to start stretching so that I can help the wound heal. A weird one. But yeah, it's all good. A bottle of rum on the desk will be more than grateful. Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, I've not been able to, well, it's not that I've not been able to have a drink. I've not had a drink. Because what I can't do is I cannot bloat my stomach. I'm not allowed to bloat my stomach because he said what it will do is it will stretch. It will stretch the, what you call it, it will stretch the inside, because they obviously they cut the skin to get into the first part, and then they cut the second part to stuff things back in and move things around, straighten stuff up, reevaluate this. Oh, hang on, that's in the wrong place. Tell you what, we could change that one. Put it all back in, stitch it up. So stitch it on the inside. On the skin part, they will have put stitches, and then I had them strips to hold it all together for a while. I'm not having problems. I'm going to call you Billy. I'm not having problems, Billy. That's what I'm not having. It's just something I've had done. And I don't want to sound blasé about it. It's just something I've had done, that's all. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Okay, right. So we'll rephrase that. I'll do that one again, Mr. C, just for everybody else. So what they did, they before they put me in the oven, they they put me on the operating table, they cut off my legs, they cut off my head, they stuffed an apple inside of me, and they rearranged my guts. They put me in the oven on probably round about a 200 mark 4 to 5 on a gas, and they left me in there for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours if you want it tender. And then what they did, they took me out. Mr. Jeff, how are you? That's what they did. So that was quite good. I've just passed the garage and I'm going to check now. My fuel should be okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, fuel's good. That's what they did. And then I think what happened, there was about 4 of the doctors, one anaesthetist and a nurse sat around a table with these white things on. We call them like handkerchief things so you don't spill food on you. And they had a surgical knife and a syringe, and they devoured me. There you go, job done. No, it's do you know, the hardest thing about it is, if you've not had an operation before, and I've always been one of these guys that's been, honestly, I've always been really blasé about how things are when people have been, oh, okay, so you've had an operation. Oh, guess what? He's had an operation. But again, unless you've experienced it and been through it, and mine was they don't class it as a major operation, but they class it, in other words, I've got to have 4 weeks off. Okay? Now, I know that there are people out there that have had major surgery. And I'm talking major surgery. So guess what? Hats off to all of you, because the recovery period will only warrant the kind of operation that you've had. So if you get 4 weeks off, without being disrespectful to anybody, it's kind of minor surgery compared to the other people that have a year, 6 months, 8 months, if you understand what I'm saying. So mine was just to correct something that was just an irritation for me. That's all it was. Oh, how can I be late? Unless that just comes up because I'm talking too much. I've got 1 hour 18 left, and on the job there's 1 hour 51. So I know if I keep talking I won't get there on time. That's what it's saying. Get that set. Let's get rid of that. So that's all that's about. But I'm okay, I'm fine. Excuse me, I'm okay, I'm fine, everything's good, and that's all that matters. But it does make me look at things in a different light, because the one thing I was concerned about more than anything, when the anaesthetist sat me down and he just says, what are your concerns? And I said, my biggest concern is not waking up from the anaesthetic. That was my biggest concern. Right, am I speeding? I'm doing 46, so I should be okay. That was my biggest... No, I'm not going to be late. I'll tell you why I will be late, because I'm not speeding. If you get what I mean. So I might be late because I'm not speeding. Normally, you could say there's a speed camera I've just passed. So if I was to crank it up to about 50 or 60... Now, I'm speeding now. I can make some time up, but... I want to show you guys that I can drive okay. I have a driving license in real life, and guess what? It's not in a articulated lorry. But like you were saying, guys, the game does look good. Yeah, Mr. C, honestly, I don't disagree. Oh, I don't disagree with you. That's what I don't do. I do not disagree with you. But there's a difference between speeding and driving like a bat out of hell. That's the difference. Yeah, the speed limit in the game is necessary in order to complete some of the jobs. I'll admit that it is very necessary, because when you're driving you can also end up missing it because you haven't got there on time. And the one thing that you need to realize is once you get there, it's still timing you until you have dropped the trailer. The timer does not stop till that trailer has hit the marker. So, and this is only a short run, this one is, just to check this trailer and everything, and it's nice, I do like it. So, speed is necessary, sir. I will agree with you on that one. Which is what I am doing now. And I have to do a horrible manoeuvre. See, I had to do a horrible manoeuvre there. That would have got me, as a lorry driver, that would have got me redone tests and all sorts, that manoeuvre that I've just done. Right, let's go, because he wants his... He wants it on time, as they say. Let's see if we can get this delivered on time. So what have we got? This is a 50, so let's see what we can do. Let's get this thing powered up on here. Let's see how long I've got. So 11 minutes, and the job, if we can get the right keys, is 51. So I should just make it. I am speeding, but guess what? Look for the speed cameras, guys. And be careful, because we're on winding roads. How did you... I didn't get to read that one. Oh, please. There we are, look. That's where we're heading. That's not a bad run, that. Let's look at the parking. Do I make the parking simple now so I can get it there on time, or do I go for... I'm still going to go for the difficult one. Confirm. Right, so where are we then? I have to look for... Oh, it's down here by the looks of things. Right, that's where I've got to park, so let's make it as difficult as possible. Come on, can I just make that turn? Just. Let's get you parked, sir. Let's get you parked. Oh, you see, too much turn on that one. I was doing so well. There we go. I just wanted to get it done quick time so I don't, hopefully. Oh, perfect. See? Didn't lose any time on that one. That's taken me to... Oh, look at that. Just one bit off it. Just one. Jan, hello. How are you? Yeah, your chat's working. It's just the fact that I was concentrating. I apologise for that. I do apologise. I'm normally slower than that. Normally a lot slower than that. Right, so let's put it on, make sure I'm on the right one. Eddie Stobart. It's all Eddie today. Wonderful. I will do, looking at the time, Yeah, I will do another one. Take me to past. Right, so let's have a look. We'll go on the jobs market. I tell you what I'll do. I'll see if I can do an external job. My day's been, to know what, it's been nice this morning. It has been nice. I don't need to do the presents because, guys, bragging all day long. I have completed all the presents. I just need to get my rewards. I just cannot be bothered to. I'm going to say Jack Ton. Jack Ton, thank you very much for the follow. So I've completed all the presents. I've still got to find out what the reward is yet anyway. I haven't done any of that. Right, so this is all Southampton jobs. Oh, nice one, Tesco's. That looks a nice run, that does. Wow. All the way through Belgium, Luxembourg, right through to Switzerland, over to Italy, the far end of the boot. Look at that. I'll have to do that job one day, but Tesco's, nice. Another mod that I'm running is, well, I've explained that, British. I'll take those off, actually, because there's far too many of them. I need more Eddie Stobart trailers, but at the moment, guys, they are not running. Because they're not running so well, so I would have took them off and the Eddie Stobart trailers would have taken over on those. If I take the tandem mod off, it will get rid of that. I'm not in the mood for doing a heavy haulage, and do you know why? I haven't got the right vehicle for it. I'm going to try and set up special jobs as well. I haven't done one of those for you guys. The special jobs look absolutely amazing, they do. I may have to quick travel somewhere because... Oh, here we go, look. That one. That one's going all the way through to Denmark. I want something that I know is going to take about... yeah, that should work. Yeah, that should work. I want something that's got a reasonably good scenery on it. Switzerland's nice. Switzerland through to Belgium, Luxembourg. That looks nice. Try that one. A bit shorter, but looking at the time, I might do that one. What do you think, guys? I do like the run on that one because I like to go through Belgium, Luxembourg through to there. I want something that's got nice scenery. What I might do is start up here next time, somewhere in Norway, and work my way down. That might be better. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Hey, they paid me well. I'm supposed to not check the trailer. I'll take that one. I'm supposed to not check the trailer. That's what I'm not supposed to do. And when you get through customs, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there. That's the difference. Right, okay, so this one looks like it's from the same yard. I think it might be around. I would... Not going to get into it. Not going to get into it. Just do the job. Right, so. No, it's not. A bit of a way. Let's get that done. Okay, so that's not bad. It's a nice little... Oh dear, sorry about that, mate. It is hard to drive this thing when it's outside. Wow. It's harder to drive outside than it is in. So that does mean, yes, we have to stop. Could have pulled up a bit more. And we're over there somewhere. There we are, look. And there's my trailer. Have a look. Yep, that's my trailer. Go. All loaded up. Transport Blundell. Which I think we are taking to Strasbourg. It makes me laugh, doesn't it? You've got Strasbourg DHL, and you'd have thought they would have had a DHL trailer for it, which would have been nice. Well, I'll look at that and I'll do a full DHL job. Let's get out of reverse, let's get in the vehicle and let's go. First thing we do is check the gas. So we're okay. More than okay for gas. I think there's a vehicle just come. Yep. I should be able to carry on. That's good. So we have got a 10-hour journey on this. Right, let's slow down as I'm going to get a ticket. I would challenge myself and say I will drive and not get a parking ticket, sorry, a speeding ticket, but that's not going to happen. It would never happen. I could never do something like that. I know I'm a really good driver. I understand that chat's going crazy at the moment telling me how good I am and how could I even think of saying something like that, but you know, it just happens every now and then. Wow. To be a driver with the ability that 50 has takes a lot of hard work, guys. A lot of hard work. So we are... Oh gosh, I'm turning... Look at this. You see? Told you it takes a lot of hard work. I've took the wrong turn in. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I took the wrong turn in. Oh, trust you to come here now. Go on. Let me go round you. Oh, no, 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 no. I've seen a lorry actually do this before, you know. That's where I've got this from. I'm not going to mess up like that. Go, go, go. I can't. And I start moving with what? Also, that's what it was. Because I didn't use the differential lock. No, that way. Right. Now turn it off. Wonderful. It wouldn't let me move that way without using the differential lock. Okay, so that's probably what happened in the doorway. What is good for? Oh, Mr. C, you know what? I'll give you one thing, Mr. C. Thank you very much. I'm going to look at that. I'll look at that later and I'll get that loaded up. Wonderful. Well, just explain to the police that you slipped on it. No, yeah, I have. I'm a man of many words, as you've noticed. I would sit there going, right, well, it was like this, officer. I was eating a burger, I was watching television, and I had the coffee on the go. And I didn't realise as I was turning left that I was going up a slip road. I thought I was going forward. But do you know when I was watching EastEnders, do you know Dot Cotton? She forgot to put the washer on. I'm a man of many words, and he'd probably just turn around and put me in a cell for the night anyway. But yeah, that's just me being me. I've done that a few times. When I'm on chat, you're looking forward, and because I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible, and I'm not, have you noticed, I'm trying my best not to use the on-screen sat-nav, which tells you the distance, how far you've got to go. I tried to turn that off, so that what I'm doing is using, I think I did say I was alright for diesel, but let me just pull in anyway. I did say I was okay, but my mind's conscious that, yeah, it's not that bad, is it, to be honest, but I'll just take it. No, it was I've actually owned up to that one. It was my fault. I was talking. It wasn't chat's fault. I was talking away about something, and all of a sudden, I realised that I was going the wrong way. Well, I took the wrong turn in. That's what I did. I'll tell you now, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. And I know you're all thinking, you bleeding liar. It won't happen again, don't worry. And I'm blaming it on the snow, in fact. It was the snow's fault. Yeah, it wasn't my fault, it was the snow's fault. I was just driving. Hey, careful. Iversman, thank you very much. But the idea is, you need to keep yourself topped up anyway, just in case. And I've just noticed that Colton's dead. Yeah, it does. If I hit that now, the game pauses, so that I can now, now you've said that, I can clear Colton. Let's have a look. Where is it, Jar? Let's clear Colton. There we go. Colton can see. It actually pauses. Yeah, it does pause the game. Yeah, I'm fine as well. So let me get back to the screen that I was on. There we go. And then when you hit escape again, you are back on the road. There you go. So that's what it does. Empire is...
And time to fill him up.
Oh, God. Do you know you and Colton? I don't know if it's you don't like Colton or he doesn't like Colton. Thank you, Truck. Thank you, Truck Monkey. It's Eddie Stobart's finest. That's what it is. So, let's have a look. We have got... It all says 10 hours. Well, I've probably only just started. I've been talking that much. I think I've been on it for ages. Right, let's get this thing delivered. It's going to be a nice run. Oh, and it's... I can't go any faster than that. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, there is... I was told that there's supposed to be a glitch. Or there is a glitch with the new Scania. And I am noticing it at the moment because I've got... I don't know why that's doing that. I've got a button assigned for my cruise control. And for some reason, it will not engage. Now, C on the keyboard is default cruise control. And when I press C, if I can get back to that window, it kind of does engage and it doesn't engage. Now it's engaged now. There we go. And as soon as I come off, it don't engage. There we go. Right. Now it's engaged. Wonderful. 55. It's kind of a little bit glitchy every now and then. So that means when I do that, I can go show the trailer, and hopefully I won't crash. Well, I'll say I won't crash. It's hard to drive this thing outside because you can't actually look. You can't actually see where you're going. You zoom in, and then I have to jump back inside to turn. But I'm still a novice as a driver. That's what I will say. I'm going to get a speeding ticket because I'm going over 50. Right, there we go. So we're heading to Strasbourg. I like my new truck. Yeah, in the settings, you can go from kilometers to miles. You can actually enable what they call short. Mr. C loves short roads, or shortest route. You got shortest route, short roads, which means it will take you down the side roads and around some of the cities that you go into, rather than stay on the main roads. You can also set it as well so that you can change the rain probability, all kinds of things. So I'm running the snow mod. When you run that, the probability of rain then turns to snow. So, you know, I think you understand that. Oh, okay, no problem, Andy. And thank you very much, matey, as well. If you've not got the game and you want to get it, look, it's about, I think it's only about a couple of quid now for this, because it runs mainly on the DLC. Oh, okay. What I would suggest that you do if you've just started playing it, the advice I can give you is this. You've got one or two ways to play this game. One of two ways. You can play it and achieve something in the game, or you can go into SCS and you can download a profile that will give you money and all things like that. Now, there's one thing I can say about Euro Truck. Every part of Euro Truck where it comes to earning is money earned from me. What's happened is the game's glitched itself when you went over to multiplayer, come back, because I'm only a level 30, I think I'm level 36 coming on to 37. I'm not level 776 or level 885, but I've only got 2 or 3 trucks, if you get what I mean. Every so often when I put this window up, you will see, if I get it out of the way, you will see it scroll across the bottom where one of my drivers has earned some money. But I'm trying to drive natural, which is using the proper GPS or sat nav on the vehicle. But yeah, it's a really nice game. I love to play this game. I absolutely love playing this game. And the scenery is absolutely brilliant. The scenery is very nice. And if you've only just started playing it and you want to get into mods, there's 2 things you need to remember: pro mods and Rust maps. Pro mods, they just take the game, polish it, add a lot more experience to the game, and I think they just make it better. It is a nice break. If you play, it's like anything, look. It's like any game that you play. If you play a game for too long, after a while, you kind of get fed up with it. You lose passion in it. You do. You lose passion in it. But if you play it every now and then, it's okay. Because I get like that. What's that one? Angry? Bear with me, matey. Angry Cobra TV, how are you? Right, so I've got to get on the Eurostar or something. Right, so let's go to Carlisle. Or Calais, sorry. Right, so this is what I don't like doing, driving in the dark. And I used to be one of those, I mean, I'd had this for a long while, and I used to be one of those kind of people that used to play this game and try and work out why people wanted to put mods on it. And it's only until you experience what mods do that you realise the reason why. If you've not put mods on the game, you're probably not going to realise what excitement you get out of the game, because it makes it 10 times better. My favourite mods at the moment is like I use quite a few, so I don't have a favourite. I wouldn't say I've got a favourite mod as such. Pro mods, I love it to bits. I love pro mods to bits, but at the moment what's happening with pro mods is it's the other developers not catching up with what pro mods are doing. Because I love the Eddie Stobart stuff, so I put the Eddie Stobart stuff on it, and it's just not updated enough to run with the game. So it then starts to crash, it then starts to give you an issue. That's what I don't like. I have to come out because this one is going to be a tight turn. Do you know what I say to that, Mr. C? Honest and truthfully, I reckon that SCS should just let Pro Mods join them. Because don't forget, Pro Mods is done by a bunch of guys who are trying to improve the game. That's what they're trying to do. One of the guys that works for Pro Mods has already jumped ship and is now working full time for SCS. So why don't SCS just think, do you know what? In order to make this game go further, work better, look, it's all about making money at the end of the day. Why don't they just employ them? I don't think it does. I don't know if it does. I can't answer that question, and I want to pronounce your name correct. It's going to be Iversman, I'll call it. I just want to pronounce your name right, and I don't think I can. What I would say to you is I can't really answer that question, and I can't, because the special delivery is a DLC pack from SCS, okay, where Pro Mods isn't. Now I remember when, now look at this, okay, for instance, Northern Ireland and all that lot, you cannot get it unless you have Pro Mods. So why is it that SCS haven't thought, it's only a little, if you look at Ireland and that, it's only a little part of the map. It's just a little part of the map. So why couldn't SCS have gone, tell you what we'll do, we'll spread the map? Because somebody has said to me, the way that SCS are working with this game, it's taken them 1 year for every country. So you do the math and work out that this game will be around for a long time, and it will take them forever to update the whole of the map. But if you look at Pro Mods, when you put Pro Mods on, you can get practically everywhere. And then if you run Pro Mods with Rust maps, you can get all over Russia and all over that side of the world. So there's a way that they can do it, but I know they don't just want to keep mapping the same roads everywhere, because when you're driving in Russia, the roads are different. And if you think about it, if they could map the whole world, could you imagine? Could you imagine what it would be like if you were going somewhere like Jamaica, the Caribbean, and places like that, and you were actually driving a vehicle which would look totally different? You could be driving wildlife, special delivery, what is it, you could drive a rhino to a reserve somewhere. That would be absolutely amazing. So there's so much they can do in the game, but to get it done, it's the amount of time it's going to take. That would be absolutely amazing. Because people, yeah, you're right, Empire, people would pay. Because look at special delivery. I paid for special delivery, I've only done one, because you have to roll it back. You can't just get special delivery on the new update, which is wrong. Everything should run in one pack. As far as SCS is concerned, special delivery, heavy haulage, extra trailer, they should all run in one pack. You shouldn't be rolling the game back to 1.29, 1.3. You know, the update for 1.3, 1.1.12 is going to be coming out and all that lot. And you're not going to be able to run certain things. Mods are going to have to catch up. It's a difficult process, and I understand why they do it, because certain things won't run with certain software they've got running in the game. And I am speeding, I know I am. Incredibly. Like, move over. Cheekily move over. So there's a lot the game's got to offer. I am passionate about the game in a big way. Yeah, it is. I am passionate about the game in a big way, and I really am, because I do like it. I've played it for a number of years. I fell in love with the game. I fell out of love with it for nearly 8 months. I wouldn't even stream it. I wouldn't do anything, because I couldn't get me Eddie Stobart stuff to work. I couldn't get certain games to run. Every time I turned it on, it kept crashing and freezing. And that was all to do with the updates and mods, nothing else. So you have to be careful, you know, what you're doing at times if you don't want to ruin things. But ATS, and again, I love to play ATS as well, because it's a different spectrum. You can get mods to give you better mountain scenery, better roads, better vehicles, so they get in there. But for some reason, everybody loves Euro Truck. Now, another thing they've got to deal with, if you get me on the bandwagon, the multiplayer. They need to sort out the multiplayer on this game, because, wow, that's another crazy thing that's going off. And that's, again, because that's run by a third party. So you've got SCS, you've got Pro Mods, and you've got Truckers MP, all trying to make one game work well. Truckers MP, look, I don't give a monkey's what I say here. They don't give a damn, apart from the fact that all they are doing is running a server so that multiplayers can come on it. From what I have seen on the multiplayer scene and the names that they can put on there, it's the same as Twitch. They're not bothered. They don't give a damn. Right, I need to move over. And that's annoying in any game. When you're running a game, you have to be passionate about what you're doing. You have to be, what's it? You have to have some rules. If there were no rules, you more or less might as well do what the hell you like. It's still there, I think. I don't really use it, Mr. C, so I don't know. But I was watching Miss, is it Miss Arsenic? Yeah, I was watching Miss Arsenic one time, and she said something about Truckers MP. The FM radio was changing or something was happening, but I wasn't paying a great deal of interest because I was doing something else. I was just watching what she was up to more than, you know, the radio side of it, because she's part, I think she's on that board, she's part of that from what I'm aware. Are you going to let me out? No, you're not. Didn't think you were. You can come out. But I know something was changing. They did say something was changing. I've heard that as well. I have heard that. I've heard that SCS are looking to do their own multiplayer. Now, if they do that, I hope they put some strict guidelines on it. I really do. Because that's what I would like. Because I'm just one of these where no matter what you do, no matter what you play, people are going to want to play it the way they want to play it. That's fine. I don't dispute that. But when it then starts to affect somebody else who's playing it, it becomes an issue. In other words, if I was streaming and I was very abusive and I was very critical of literally everything and that lot, and it was affecting people, people would walk away from it. Okay? So you then have to give them the chance, which is why we have... Oh, Kets, good morning. Which is why we then have Moodbot, we then have Twitch chat mod, and I have moderators. So that what happens is, if something's going off that somebody doesn't like, or I feel it's inappropriate, guess what? We deal with it. So that's the best way to do it. But if you don't have any restrictions or any rules on anything, what happens? It's mayhem, which is what is happening at the moment on Truckers MP. It's complete mayhem. You've got people that want to go on there, enjoy it, drive, spend money on their truck. Oh, guess what? Everybody wants to show their truck off. I don't care who you are. If you go on Truckers MP and you don't want to show your truck off, get off, because it don't make no sense, because that's what it's all about. So they've spent all that money, they've done all that, and you'll get somebody who's gone, I tell you what, I want to offend somebody. So they've got a ridiculous name on Truckers MP that you have to get a email for, an account to set up, and when you set your account up, guess what Truckers MP do? We accept your account, you have successfully completed it. And in the small print, it actually states anything offensive to another user will be banned, and it don't happen. So why are they doing that? So that's why you have rules. That's the reason for rules. And that is 50 plus gamers comments on that. So that's why I don't do the multiplayer as much as I used to, because I do not agree with a lot of what is going off on there. And it then makes you wonder, somebody is making money somewhere out of this, no matter what happens. Somebody is making money, because that Truckers MP cannot stand alone as it does like that. There's no way. Right, I have to slow down because I think there's a roadworks, and me around roadworks means, guess what? I'm going to get a ticket. So thank you. I should be able to come through there now. He's gone. 27. Is that going to give me a ticket? Or I keep saying a ticket when I meant a speeding ticket, yeah. Truckers MP is running my kids. They all... it's run by kids. That should be by kids. They all young administrators and don't see here admin. And they're 40 or 50. I kind of don't think that's what the issue is. I don't think that's what the issue is, because you have to create the account. I've said this before. I believe that all mods should be, well, the police cars should be just mods if they're on there. And then in order to have a mod in Truckers MP, what is the mod's role? What is their actual role? Yeah, I have. I went on one the other day, and guess what? I was the only person driving on the road. I didn't see anybody else from start to finish on the journey I did, because people don't want that, and this is what I mean. Because nobody's taking any interest in that. Hillbilly, I'm not going Truckers. Oh, you see, this is what makes me laugh. Look, Hillbilly, this is what makes me laugh. You can get banned. Oh, this is annoying as well. You can get banned, or you can get a red. Oh, I'm going to say it. A red irritating message coming up saying, if you don't turn your lights on, you're going to get kicked. If you don't turn your high beam off, you're going to get kicked, right? But there's never anything that takes people away that abuse, follow, keep crashing, and ruin a stream. If they know you're a streamer and you're on Truckers MP, guess what? Get off. Just get off. Because all they will do is drive in front of you, and I've had this happen most times. They'll drive in front of you so they're on your stream, and it'll say something like, and I'm going to be what's the word, conservative. I hate people. It'll have that written across the top of it, or it'll have something sexual written across it, and they'll be sat there in their bedrooms while their mum's downstairs probably, and I'm not going to get too carried away, doing what they shouldn't be doing. And they'll be going, look at me, I'm in so-and-so stream and look what I've written. And you think to yourself, how do they get away with making that account? The one brain cell they've got, they wasted it by making... No, let's not degrade them like that. They're clever people. Most mods nowadays is done... I believe it's automated. I think the mod system is built into the game and it's an automated mod system. That's what I believe. I apologise, I moved into that lane without indicating. Yeah, I believe it's automated. That's why the whole sign-up system is automated. When you sign up an account... I'm going to do it all next week, Moki. All next week is going to be flying. I'm going to learn the FMC next week. I've already tried. I'm trying to sort it out now with 2 people. But I was going to do that on tonight's stream. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I need to learn the FMC. I've got to. I don't do GTA as well, Hillbilly. I don't do that at all. Oh, that's got to be good. You know what, Kets? I bet you're loving that. Yeah, I'm going to do flying all week. The only difference is, though, Empire, I'll talk to you about it, because don't forget I'm still off. So how I really want to do it is to give me a break, because I know how intense it got when I started to learn to fly. And I'll be honest with you, I did fall out with a few people over it, and I did. I want to kind of do flying midday, depending on when the people that are going to teach me and help me are available. And I don't want it to interfere with my other schedule. That's what I don't want it to do, because it will give me a bit of a break from it. That's why I'm doing it in a certain way. You can't. No, Kets. Hang on a minute. Whoa, you can't do that to me. I was watching a certain person play that last night as well, and I remember when I approached you and said, do you play Dark Souls or Lost Souls? It was that one. I'm trying my best to keep up with chat as well, guys, so if I'm doing anything and missing things, I apologise. I really do. Oh, a ghost game. I'll have to have a look at that then. When you do things like that, Kets, if you want to just drop a little bit in the in Discord, then at least I can have a look at it. Because guys, when you guys put games in the Discord room, I do check them out. I do check them out and have a look at them. That's how I got hold of the 2 games that I streamed over this week, by looking at what you guys were posting. So don't feel that I'm going to ignore anything. If there's a game that you want me to look at, if there's a game that you want me to play, please put it in the games room and I'll have a look. Oh, how do you... Kets, how would you do VR Live if you're trying to do chat as well? Because that's the one thing that a lot of people have been saying. How do you manage to do that? Do you actually see, you know, in the VR headset, do you actually see the same screen, which is OBS and everything, that your streamers, that the viewers are seeing? Because that's what I'd like to know. Because I don't know. I'm not a great I like VR, but I'm not a great lover of it. Right, so I think, oh, here we go. Strasbourg, I need to get into the next lane. Oh, that, all right. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's right, yeah. And if you've got your secretary now. But yeah, that sounds good then. I think I watched, was it Burke Black or so? I watched some guy, the one that Mr. C watches. Mr. C, who is there? The one that you watch all the time. I've got to get this right now because that's right. I watched him. He was doing a whole VR session, and it looked good, but VR not for me. I don't think. Not as a streamer. Yeah, Burt Black. Thank you. Not for me as a streamer. He did a whole VR session I was watching, and it looked. He was knackered. He said, he's got the whole. He made me laugh. He said he's a big guy as well. At the end of it, he said, "I am absolutely knackered," and the sweat was pouring off him. It was absolutely pouring off him. It was, and he is a big guy. So I've took a wrong turn in. I did realise, but nobody said anything, so I thought I'll just carry on. You do though, don't you? Because it does. But the thing about it is, you've got to look at it from another point of view. If you think about gaming, it's good for you in one sense for hand-eye coordination, but then if you look at fitness, gaming isn't good for anybody because you're sat down all the time. So when you look at the VR setup, that kind of integrates exercise with gaming with everything else. So you kind of get a better experience. It can still make you fit if you think that you've got to. Could you imagine playing, what's that one I always play? Or the one I play a lot, the Die Young. Could you imagine that in VR? That would keep you on your toes. That's what I mean about them kind of games. They would definitely keep you on your toes. I don't know about Euro Truck in VR because for me, I've got the head tracking system, so it's probably a very similar experience. Yeah, fighter games. Yeah, that would be good. Fighter games would be good. That's where I went wrong. I should have turned down here. As well as some of them, you have to be careful about vertigo as well, you know, and things like that, because if it's as close to the real thing as possible, you could at the end of it throw up when you come out. You do have to think like that. And that would be good. Or should I say it wouldn't be good for anybody. Yeah. I did the one on the I did it on the PS4, and you were near a ledge, and the way you were like this over the edge, looking over the edge, and it was a little bit, and I don't do heights as it is. So it can be a little bit. Oh, okay. Have you not got the one that... Have you not got the one that has the, like, is it the 2 sticks or something that it can pinpoint where you are? You have these, like, 2 sticks, don't you? And it acts as hands and you click to pick things up and stuff like that. You'll have to post... I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at the picture. So you've got something... Because your good lady is holding something in her hands. Excuse the expression. You can move around the world, but... All right, it's a set play area. Okay. Well, it needs to have a set play area because the idea is you have to be careful. Can you remember when the Wii first came out? The amount of people that had damaged their TV because it slipped out of their hands or something had happened. Yeah. That's right. It was a crazy time for insurance hype. Oh, come on. I'd already indicated. Now, what's that mean? You see a load of red. That is where it's not mapped. That's what that is. Can you see this? There you go. That is where the mod has not mapped the area correctly. There you go. So that's what I was on about with some of these mods. So I'm driving in an area where it's having an issue mapping the mod. And it's just the mountains there at the moment. I thought, what was that all about? Looks like a volcano. Move back over into the correct lane for me. Oh, that'll be good because I'm just going to complete this run, then I'm coming off. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I've just said. It has an issue mapping that area. So that's probably... there's another one up here as well. It could be a... What do they call it? It's something to do with the actual way they've developed the game on that side, because it's mapping it everywhere else but not in the mountains. So it's not necessarily the mod, it's probably how the game's been mapped just at that part, because everything else seems fine and it's all been running beautiful. Been running really well. I put one on. If you'd you know, if I'd have spoke to you earlier, if I'd have spoke to you when I was first putting them on, Mr. C, one of them, wow, I'll tell you now, everything was red. Everything was red. I thought, whoa, you can't even drive like this. I'll let you go then, since you're pulling in front of me. Time ready for something to eat. I am. Oh dear, let's see how far we've got to go. Oh, we've not got far to go at all. You see, when I get talking, my God, we've not got far to go at all. Yep, no problem, Kets. I will be lurking. I will be definitely lurking when you go live. I want to see the VR stuff. Just that little bit though, Mr. C. That's all it was, just that little bit. Oh, good. If you need, look out for, I can't pronounce the name properly, so it's something seen, but sense. What I would suggest that you do, if you want to drop into my Discord, Mr. C, can you just drop a link in for my Discord, please? No, it's that way I'm going. So if you want to just join that my Discord, then you can get into the mods room, and there's loads of mods in there that you can use. There's the gated mod, there's all sorts. You're going to let me go? No, I'm not indicating, so you won't. Go. I think I'm too close to this guy, don't you? Yeah, so I'll start talking now about what I'm going to do next week. Next week, guys, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to learn the FMC. Now, you're all right, mate. I'm looking to learn the FMC. That's what I need to learn in the flying. So I will be doing a number of streams around different times, and what they will all be based on, they will all be based on 50 learning the FMC, because I understand it a little bit, but I need to be able to program it to the stage that if I want to do a flight, an international flight or something lengthy, I can set the FMC. I don't want to be sat there doing what I'm doing. So they will be run throughout the week. Guys, if you want to learn anything, I've got two guys that are going to teach me, and they both know their stuff. One's a young lad, which, you know, he knows his stuff. You'll know who he is. And then one of them is a seasoned pilot that actually helped me when I first learned to fly. So for all my bad landings and everything, you can blame him. For all my for everything else. But he's a good guy. He spent a lot of time training me, teaching me. He understands that I'm a bit of a muppet at times when it comes to training, because if I don't understand something, I will keep going on, I will keep going on, and I will keep going on. Right, so thank you very much. Right, let's get that done, and we'll go for, oh well, they're both straight parkings, but that one gives you extra XP. Go for that. I'm going to load up. I'm going to have a look at what Mr. C's given me, which is DHL trailers. Let's have a look where I put them, just here. More or less where I took it from. It would be best if I did it that way, I think. Yeah. Let's just have a look where it is I'm heading first. Yeah, that's right. Go, I'll take it at that. Oh dear. Okay. Did that not? No, that wasn't right. What was that doing? I thought that was saying it was done. Okay, so I did park it then. I thought I'd parked it and done then. Have a look what happened there. Oh, I was slightly off. That's why. Oh dear, 50. You can't do that. Half a job. go. That's better. Here we are. We got it that time. So that should hopefully take me to level 38. So level 38 complete. That one. Save that. Eddie's back. Guys, I want to thank you all very, very much for staying with me. I don't even know how many of you. Well, still that's not bad. I'm happy with that. So there's still a fair few of you that think the 50 plus game is something worth watching, which is always nice. So next week's stream, I will change that over. Next week's stream is going to be all, well, it's not going to be all about flying, but there will be a lot of flying ones as I learn the FMC. It's going to be a challenging week. I can tell you that now, guys. Incredibly challenging for me. And the reason it's going to be challenging is because I am a difficult kind of guy when it comes to learning fly or learning something, in the sense that, look, I always say this, and it's not me pulling myself down, and it isn't. I think it's me just being honest with you guys. I don't learn things very simple, and I don't. That's one thing I don't do. Truck Monkey, thank you very, very much for your advice. Thank you very much for staying in the stream as well. I'm just looking who's out there. I'm going to take you over to a gentleman who is one of those that is going to help me learn to fly. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you over to him, and you can make your own judgment. He's a good guy. That's if it lets me do this, by the way. He's a good guy. I'll hit that button now. Yes, it's done that. So you guys can go over and see this gentleman fly his planes. He's very good. He is a seasoned pilot, and I will definitely see you guys either tonight at some stage around about 7:30 to 8 o'clock. You guys have been watching the 50 Plus Gamer. Thank you to Mr. C. Thank you to Empire, and thank you to everybody who joined the stream. Peace out, and you've been watching the 50 Plus Gamer. You ready? The 50 Plus Gamer. 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 The 50 Plus Gamer Squad. You ready?
The 50 Club Radio.